Inside Saudi Arabia's Oxagon, the biggest floating city in the world. Saudi Arabia is at it again, this time along the Red Sea, close to the Suez Canal, building the Oxagon, a floating city that it claims will revolutionize the global manufacturing industry. The brand new city, which is shaped exactly as its name suggests, is a component of the Neom megaproject in the kingdom and is dedicated to building a new logistics hub that, in the words of the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, will redefine the world's approach to industrial development in the future. The project's full completion was set for 2030, when it was first announced in November of last year. By 2030, Oxagon hopes to house about 90,000 people, with the first moving in as soon as next year. And by 2025, some of its key components, such as advanced logistics, solutions facilities, are anticipated to materialize. But what is the purpose of this project exactly? The video we have for you today will be sharing every information available about this mind-blowing project, so be sure to follow along. With sea levels rising, it's only natural that businesses and governments have started thinking about building on water. Hotel giant Kempinski will be opening the world's first floating palace resort in Dubai next year, and the United Nations is helping to build a floating city off the coast of Busan, South Korea. Saudi Arabia is also proving to be highly innovative despite its extremely conservative politics and not-so-perfect human rights records. For a while now, it's been preparing to build the widely ambitious Neom on the Red Sea coast, which will function separately from the rest of the nation. It will reportedly be 33 times bigger than New York and feature glow-in-the-dark beaches in addition to serving as a center for clean energy, since Saudi Arabia wants to stop relying on fossil fuels and start relying on vertical farming, robotics, and advanced technology. Neom is described as a blueprint for tomorrow, in which humanity progresses without compromise to the health of the planet in the marketing copy. Nami Al-Nassar, the city's chief executive officer, recently shared the most recent information regarding what visitors can anticipate from Neom in Saudi Arabia. Al-Nassir claims that Neom is presently creating 15 islands as phase one of its development, which will be followed by a complete mobility system, the largest marina on Earth, and a commitment to renewable energy. 95% of the entire region of Neom, which connects Asia, Africa, and Europe, and has a 5,000-year history, will be turned into a nature reserve. According to reports, the three megaprojects that Neom is concentrating on, the Line, Oxagon, and Trojena, would create an estimated 380,000 jobs and add an additional 180 billion Saudi riyal to the kingdom's overall GDP. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the floating 8-sided city Oxagon, which will welcome its first manufacturing tenants at the beginning of 2023. It'll be constructed in southwest Neom and is built as the world's largest floating structure. Half of it will float on the Red Sea, which is typically 500 meters deep. Oxagon will be built around an integrated port and logistics hub, which will house the majority of the city's residents. According to the developer, it will provide optimal land use and minimize its impact on the environment thanks to its distinctive octagonal shape. Mohamed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, declared in a statement, "Oxagon will be the catalyst for economic growth and diversity in Neom and the kingdom, further meeting our ambitions under Vision 2030. Given that the Red Sea is one of the busiest trade routes in the world and that 10% of all global trade passes through there each year, it will also be in a geographically advantageous position." Neom's website states, "Forget what you know about the polluted and congested industrial ports of the past. This is a giant leap forwards, breathing new life into manufacturing, seamlessly integrating nature with technology. It will be the launch pad where moonshots become reality." The city's distinguishing characteristic will be its status as the largest floating structure in the world, and also it being a very important part of Neom's blue economy. The core of Oxagon's industrial growth will consist of 7 sectors, all powered by 100% renewable energy, sustainable energy, autonomous mobility, water innovation, sustainable food production, health and well-being, technology and digital manufacturing, including robotics, telecommunications and space technology, and modern construction techniques. Oxagon plans to construct integrated with nature communities in the residential areas. They will either be accessible by foot or by hydrogen-powered vehicles for commuting. The city will provide exceptional livability and harmony with its environment and complement the same philosophy and principles as The Line, according to a statement from the company. Due to its location, the majority of communities will be waterfront, and according to Visual Wanchu, chief executive officer at Oxagon, they will be cooled and controlled using the ocean's natural moderating effects. He continued by saying that the city would be tolerant to the rising sea levels and would offer unprecedented living qualities and immersive recreational opportunities. It is thought that the industrial part of this project will benefit from its location near the Suez Canal, through which about 13% of all global trade passes. According to the city, it will create the first supply chain ecosystem and fully integrated port in the world, all while taking the kingdom's net zero objective into account. These claims are already supported by a number of confirmed tenants at Oxagon. Yes, it's not expected to be fully functional till 2030, but Oxagon has already introduced its first few tenants. Helios Green Fuels is the first of them, which is seen as the world's largest green hydrogen project. It's being built by a joint venture between Air Products, ACWA Power, and Neom. The Helios Green Fuels project is estimated to cost $5 billion and can be completed in 2026. Gulf Modular International is another company that is constructing the world's largest and most sophisticated factory for modular building construction in the floating city. It's anticipated that the $1 billion factory will span 1.4 million square kilometers of Oxagon and have a production capacity of up to 12,500 modular homes annually. Another tenant is Hyzon Motors, which is constructing an assembly facility at the Neom site with the capacity to produce up to 10,000 commercial vehicles powered by hydrogen fuel cells annually. There's also Desert Technologies, which is building the largest integrated factory for solar cells and photovoltaic modules in the area. And the fifth and last tenant for now is Oracle. A high-performing, dependable foundation for cloud services will be offered by Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, a division of the U.S. computer technology behemoth, which will be housed at the Neom data center. The Neom region is slated to inspire and challenge human potential with state-of-the-art technology, powered by data and intelligence to interact with its population. It's possibly one of Saudi Arabia's most significant projects under Vision 2030. The ambitious mega projects of Saudi Arabia have relied heavily on research and innovation. For instance, the Oxagon will have an innovative campus that rivals established global centers. Oxagon has launched hackathon and accelerator initiatives that support Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 and promote a diverse, creative, and cooperative ecosystem in the kingdom. The hackathon aims to promote collaboration within the nation's startup scene and support Saudi talent in the areas of technology, manufacturing, and innovation under the guidance of specialized experts in various fields of cutting-edge technologies, striving to turn entrepreneurs' innovative ideas into projects. The three-day hackathon, which is held from October 6th to 8th in Riyadh, revolved around industries mirroring several Neom industrial ambitions with clean energy, technology in the service of people, water innovation to develop sustainable solutions that address water scarcity challenges, and green hydrogen in e-fuels. Later this year, Blossom Accelerator, a Saudi company that specializes in assisting regional entrepreneurs, will support the Accelerator, which is another initiative for innovators. The intensive 12-week accelerator program goal is to give entrepreneurs access to early-stage startup support, including information, resources, and networking opportunities, with the goal of assisting them in establishing their businesses and attracting angel investors and venture capitalists. According to Neom's statement, in addition to applicants from Saudi universities, local innovators from all over the kingdom are also invited to take part in the hackathon and accelerator with a chance to turn their innovative solutions into successful startup businesses. Regarding to the project's overall cost, according to the report, the Neom city's first phase is set to cost 1.2 trillion rials, or 319 billion, half of which will come from the kingdom's sovereign wealth fund, the Public Investment Fund. At this point, you're probably wondering, is Saudi Arabia ever going to stop? We think not. Almost all the most ambitious projects in the world are happening in this super-rich kingdom, especially as the country strives to diversify its economy in line with the objectives set in its Vision 2030. The Neom project's construction is proceeding steadily in the Tabak province of northwestern Saudi Arabia, and once it's finished, it's anticipated to rank among the most popular tourist attractions in the kingdom. What else do you think the Kingdom of Saudi has up their sleeves? To find out, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos on futuristic architecture, and also turn on your post notification. And while you're at it, do well to give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.